Setup work, looking for something big, spring-loaded, full rotation, and a perfect landing for Griff.
All right, well, we have our champions holding those trophies up. Their names will be etched into the stairs for Jordy Smith, his first win here in the West, his second win for the year. Gabriela Bryan going back-to-back here at the Western Australia Margaret River Pro. As we dive into some big highlights here, it's the BioGlan Daily Dose, the big moments from an incredible event in the West. At number 5, it was so good to get heats back underway at the box, and this ride in particular from Griff and Colapinto.
Oh, it's, you know what, I know he got a 10 for that air, but that's actually my favourite wave of the whole event. It was complete wizardry. We also saw Barron with the 8 out of the box. You know, it's been so many years since we've seen competition here, and the box delivered. I just was so excited, you know, everyone wanted it, everyone, from, you know, all the people here on the hill, all the West Aussies, surf fans, and it was really cool to obviously see this moment, local boy Jacob Wilcox, to get the start out there. It's something he's always dreamed of.
Yeah, this was the heat where Felicity Parmentier lost her voice as Jake Wilcox absolutely burrowed his way through some incredible rides. They call him Chippo, and he chippoed into a couple of brilliant pits out there. Coming in at number 4, just a veteran performing and putting together some of her best rides in a long time. Lakey Peterson survives the cut, dropping a huge heat score total. And man, oh man, she was so impressive.
It just always impresses me and inspires me when I see people perform under pressure, because pressure can be so crippling. And Lakey just, in her post-it interviews, was so open with just saying this has been one of the hardest weeks of her life, having to muster up the courage, keep that self-belief, and she just unlocked some amazing performances here. Didn't look stressed, didn't look under pressure at all, you know, really just digging into how we know she can surf, performing well, and well, she climbed up the ratings and made the cut.
And being the 15th seed, she came up against some really tough customers to get that result. Coming in at number 3, Griff and Colapinto. He was the human highlight reel here this year, Flick. Perfection.
It was a surf movie, that's what he was doing. I can't believe this air, the height, the rotation, the beautiful seamless landing. It really, as far as surfing I've watched in competition, that was my favourite air ever witnessed.
Unbelievable stuff from Colapinto. But coming in at number 2, it is our women's champion. Gabriela Bryan looked rock solid. We've been placing her as the favourite at each of the stops since her victory in El Salvador, for good reason. She's in mad form, and today she kept her head together and got the job done.
She sure did, and starting to look and feel very, very comfortable in that yellow leader's jersey. And with power performances like this, Gabriela Bryan, they might have to just try and wrestle it off her, because she's starting to feel really secure in that position, and with surfing like she did today, she's going to be hard to stop. Happy vibes all around. Gets the winner, and Doggo and the whole dog pound are going to be celebrating well into the evening.
Dog's extremely excited, and just like the good boy that he is,
The good boy.
he'll get a nice big steak tonight for his work with Gabriela Bryan. Just a great effort, and against a world champion in the final, this rising star got the job done. Coming in at number 1 though, breaking through for his first victory in the West. He loves it over here. He matched the wave with some incredible power of his own, and really did school the field on his road to victory.
Yeah, he absolutely schooled the field. I love what he said in the prezzo. He stopped trying to polish turns, and he started taking off on sets, and look what happens. You know, scoring excellent rides. I mean, for me, George, you know, you talk about power, his rail game, obviously match made in heaven here at Mainbreak, but just the adaptability of today and realising how difficult the conditions were, for me that really stood out. The experience, the knowledge, and obviously to do it, yeah, with his dad, the tribute, you know, to Jack McCoy, absolutely beautiful. And here in the West too, I think this is a cool moment for George. He's going to wear yellow at the next event, and the next event where he's lived before, Trestles, he spent a lot of time. And that's 2 event wins now on the championship tour this year for Jordy. First time ever in his career to have 2 CT wins in a year. He's looking deadly.
Looking solid. And yeah, so is that the the Final Five story is coming together beautifully on both tours. It's really hotly contested, just outside the Final Five. Obviously, a few surfers who've contended in the last few years. Guys like Ethan Ewing, Jack Robinson's fighting to get themselves back into that picture. So we've got a lot to look forward to this year, Rick.
Absolutely, and I love the way the rest of the calendar's lining up. Some of my favourite events to watch for sure. You know, Felipe down there as well in that conversation. So it's going to be a crazy battle coming into that Final Five situation.
Yeah, the Lexus Trestles Pro, presented by Outerknown, kicks off on June 9th. I've got to get your predictions quickly on what you think is going to happen. You think we're going to see that Final Five start to solidify their positions, or you think we're going to see more upsets?
I think we're going to see more upsets. I really do. I just think the level of surfing is so good. I really do. And especially even if I'm just thinking on the men's side particularly right now, but you mentioned it, you touched on it, Felipe, just outside there. He's got the event win, but that, you know, he just surfs so well out there. Saw him to a couple of world titles. The speed he has out there. I don't know. That's my thoughts, Ron.
You know what's interesting, Rich, coming into this event is you had a really dominant, established field at the top of the ranks that had really campaigned strong through the first four events of the season. And then we got here and it was the desperation from the surfers at the back that actually caused those upset results. Well, the cut's decided now, so the tour vibe is probably going to settle down. But what's happened is that the people at the back of the ratings have been reminded that they can overcome those top seeds at these events.
Totally, absolutely. Anything's possible, you know. And that climb up the ratings, it becomes infectious. You know, Griff, he proved a point completely that you can go from in the late 20s all the way into the teens now. And, you know, think of Griff, you think of Felipe, you think of Ethan, there's Jack Robbo as well. All these people that aren't in the five, that could be in the five, and they're going to keep climbing. So the points have been spread around through the whole field, which is really, really cool. It keeps us close. It keeps the race exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and it does kick off on June 9th. Stay tuned to worldsurfleague.com for all the latest news. We've got Surfest, that first Challenger Series event, kicking off on June 2nd. So make sure you tune in for that, because a couple of us didn't make the cut. Also, we're heading back to the Challenger Series as well, but we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of great stories unfolding there. But